The new update should be out for everybody, but the RX7 event, I don't think so. So far, I haven't seen much people with it. I'm one of them who attended by confidential ways. But yeah, the RX7 isn't out yet officially. We only got the Mercedes, and more on the Mercedes coming too in my next video because we have a problem with that car that we need to discuss. But back in topic with the RX7, it's your boy Legends here, and today I want to give you guys a proper showcase of it. In my previous video doing driving with the RX7, I didn't really show what this car potential is, like the engine, the stock engine, the upgrades, stuff like that, what you can do with it and what to expect when it's finally released. So let's watch it. That's okay, bro. Run me over, I guess. But yeah, this has definitely been one of the most anticipated cars to be added in the RX7, man. A fan favorite, one of my favorites as well. Old car from CPM1, but still treated like new in CPM2 right now. It has a high demand. And before we get down to business, gotta do the shout out. So a quick shout out to these awesome subscribers and viewers. As always, I appreciate your support on watching the content. Truly, thank you very much. And if you wanna be shown in a future video, you just drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and you comment shout out down below, and I'll try to pick you out. You gotta be early though, so make sure those notifications are turned on, and you stay tuned for the future videos, because we got a lot of stuff coming up, car meets, etc., that you guys can be a part of potentially. And looking at all these track times that y'all got going on, y'all going crazy on the track. I need to get back into track tuning and drifting too, so those videos are coming up, don't worry about it. But yeah, enough yap, let's get down to it. We back in the garage and let's check this out. I think I already showed most of you guys the kits, but if you're new here, don't worry, I'm gonna show you that anyway, and potentially the gearbox and stuff like that that it comes with. So here we got the 13B engine. This is the rotor housing. It's different than the normal engine heads that you see, like the engine cover and stuff like that. And the horsepower, how much does it have? I think I gotta disable my controller. Hold on. So when you got controller turned on, by the way, for some reason you can't dyno the car. I haven't fixed that as yet. It's been around for a while. So now that I got my controller turned off, I can run it. So the stock engine is running about 243 horsepower. So that's with the regular fuel and stuff like that. It's running the 95 fuel. So that's the basic. What happens when we upgrade it now? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what can be upgraded. Oh, most of the stuff can. I did not look at this much before, trust me. So I didn't know that you can't upgrade much of it. But let's see what we can get out of it. I'm not sure how much horsepower the real life rotary engines be pushing to the max with their stock parts. Maybe all the parts are modified in those. But these, we don't have much upgrades here. We just got the air filter and stuff like that. But we're gonna see what we can get out of it. We just put random exhausts down there. All of them the same price, even the stock one, which doesn't make sense, but we're working with it. We don't know if that's gonna change anytime soon, but stock prices and those upgraded exhausts are the same price. No, it doesn't make much sense, but that's CPM economy for you. Throw the ball out of the way. Nothing else. Oh, fuel pump. You can upgrade that. Head back, cooling, radiator stock, intercooler. We can upgrade that. You best be able to add a big turbo to this. So now we do got stock turbo and we do got this turbo. Not a lot of boost compared to the other big boys, but that's the upgrade that we got. And there's a done. ECU, universal stock. I wonder which one put out more power. Cause the ECU can be a big thing in CPM too. I'm telling you, they got some ECUs like with the RB26 and the other engine that can push 7,000 horsepower. The ECU is what makes all of the difference. What else was I looking at? Clutch, can upgrade clutch. I think this is a stock gearbox. When I researched this gearbox, I saw that it come in the RX8 and the Miata. I didn't see any other gearbox that came for the RX7. Maybe it's not released yet. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's check the power before we check the body kits. So if I hit it now, no other adjustments. Just raw power. It only went up by it only went up to 371. So I don't know if that's gonna change, but yeah, regular rotary engine. 371, nothing crazy. That is still decent power for a car like this. You know, that is enjoyable power for street driving and stuff like that. But crazy power, aggressive drifting, like those crazy like Mad Mike's RX7. You're not gonna get that type of power. You're gonna need like a 3-rotor with a lot of upgrades and stuff. I'm trying to be nerdy with it, but I don't want to yap too much. But hey, here's the kits. These are the ones we're used to seeing in CPM1. And then this is just the regular e-waste kits. Nobody really uses these. Just the big boys over here and the clean ones. Front kits, the same as CPM1. We started from the stock one. You go up. And you can see they did improve the lights, like the model of the body and the lights look way better. Especially the headlights. They look way better. I feel like I should rock with this. This one kind of matches the body kit a bit more. A lot more aggressiveness to it. Okay, I rock with this. Rear bumpers now. The stock one, that one, that one, that one, and that one that I'm running. And side skirts. Yeah, this is a back. Got a wide, but why does it got so much red? But yeah, wide stuff just like CPM1. And then you got the more subtle ones. I'm running this one. So you can tell it's wide, but it's not like obvious. It is still kind of fat, but you know what I mean. Not a lot of angle on it. And now for the hood, stock. You got these and these. Same old from CPM1. Same thing for the front fenders. You got your white stuff. And you got your little guy right there. So that is body kits. What else am I missing? The sound. Did you guys hear the sound already in the test? Not sure. I'm gonna run it again anyway so you guys can have a sound. All right, sound test. And don't mind if the driving is a little wonky. I'm on the controller right now. I didn't hook up the wheel, and since you're on PC, I just did use the controller for a quick test out. So I'm gonna start it up. Give it some revs. The sound. As for the headlights on this car, I wanted to show you guys the details that they added to it. It just looks a lot cleaner, although I wish you could make it pop up, like there was a button to make it pop up without the bright lights, so you could actually see the extra details that go on inside. But yeah, you can pop it down, you can like get a glimpse of it before it turns on, shuts down, so you can see they added a lot more details to it than how it used to be with just a flat marshmallow look. So yeah, that's the RX7. You know what you guys think about it so far? I'll let you know when it drops officially for events, and I'm gonna be doing drift tunes and track tunes as well for the Mercedes. Even though I'm late, I'm still gonna do it. It's been a while since I've actually tried to do proper tunes for tracks and drifting, so I'm gonna be doing all of that. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Stay safe.